Yeah, I visited my mom and stepfather because they were uh, pretty much attacked by a robber or set of robbers. Actually, one guy that came out of the car and the other stayed in this car. And turns out that these robbers fit the description of what are called the Scream mask robberies. Detectives warn of Southside robber wearing Scream mask, according to Chicago Tribune. This is written on September 7th. And the police are asking for the public's help in identifying a young man or teenager wearing a black and white mask who got out of a sports utility vehicle late at night, got up to victims, and announced robberies, according to an alert issued by Central Area detectives this morning. The robber has also shown a chrome or silver handgun to his victims. Another man has been driving the car. The robberies Tuesday happened starting at 10:15 p.m. in the 6700 block of South Krieger Avenue. Other robberies took place at 10:20 p.m. This fits the description. What happened to my mom and stepfather fits that time description, basically. So, the robber who wears the mask is described as black, between the ages of 15 and 20, and standing between 5'8" and 5'11", wearing dark clothing. The man who is believed to have been driving the SUV, which is either gray or white, possibly a Saturn GMC, is also believed to be a black man between the ages of 18 and 22, with dreadlocks and also wearing dark clothing. Anyone with information on the robbers is asked to call Area Central Detectives at 312-747-8380. And so there you have it. And that's what happened. Now here is my mom talking about
the stop sign right there.
Stop sign here?
Right there. Right there.
That one, yeah.
That stop sign. They stopped at the stop sign.
Right here.
Stopped. Right. First they came up the street behind us and we could see them, but what they did is they backed up. They started backing up here and backed up to about where that is, right there. And then when he drove back up, the guy jumped up. By that time, we were up here.
Right here.
Right. He hadn't got the door open. When they saw that we didn't have the door open, the guy stopped and left the door open. The guy came out and all the way across the street. And Arnold said he sort of went catapulted and put his mask on. I thought he had his mask on when he got out of the car, but maybe he didn't because he couldn't see. He put that mask on, came up the steps on this side. Arnold was right here, and I was right here. And that's when he pulled a gun on Arnold and said, put it on him, because I'm still backing up like this. And he put the gun on Arnold and said, "Give me your money." And Arnold went to reach for his money, but see, the guy again was standing there with his door open.
Was he out of the car or in the car?
No, the driver was still in it, and he knew he had to get back to that car before a car came either this way or that way, or came up behind him. So he was really rushing, and then I could see his mind working, and he said, "Give me your purse," because that's the next thing he knew he could get quick and get out.
Here.
And I was right here, and he was right here. Arnold was right there, and he had his gun in Arnold's belly. So that's why he took the purse. And when he got that purse, he was in the car so fast you couldn't see. Because he knew, see, if a car had come up behind him or anywhere.
Now, something else, too, regarding the Chicago police, as I reported on Zenny62.com. The Chicago Police Department District 4 officers have not been helpful. My mom filed a police report with the officer, and that officer failed to write the police report as my mom described it just a few seconds ago. So then the police report was written as unbelievably rejected. And so now my mom has already been to the police station. This is again Chicago Police Department District 4 police station 3 times. They asked her to come back a 4th time and fill out a supplemental, which she should be able to do online. What the Chicago police should do is give her an access code and a page to go to write a supplemental to any police report on file, and it goes right to the detectives. This is the 21st century. There is no excuse for how the Chicago police are not using technology to assist them in helping Chicago residents. It's absolutely ridiculous. One Chicago police officer at the Democratic National Convention, because police went down there to help out as part of that $50 million grant for security, told me that in Chicago, unless you're injured, robberies go to the low end of the low priority end, the low end of the totem pole. That's not right. So now, my mother and stepfather were the victims of this asshole wearing a green mask and robbing people on the south side of Chicago.